I'm Brian Chadwick, your senior movement coach, and I've been sharing the methods that keep guys and gals like you moving, healthy, and strong, well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Today is Form School, and we're fixing the movement you do more times in a day than any exercise you'll ever be told to do. Standing up out of a chair. Count them for one day sometime. Breakfast table, armchair, the car, the doctor's waiting room, bed, twice. You stand up out of something over and over, every single day, and almost nobody has ever been taught how. So here's what I want you to do right now. Sit back down in your chair. Stand up the way you normally do, just once. Don't fix anything, I want the honest now. Did your hands push off the armrests? Did you rock backward first to get a running start? Did your knees drift toward each other on the way up? If any of those was a yes, you're not weak. You're doing it wrong. And those are two completely different problems, with two completely different fixes. Here's why this one movement carries so much weight. Harvard Health states it plainly. Starting in your 30s, the body gives up 3 to 5% of its muscle every decade, and it accelerates with age. Nobody hands you a notice. You just find yourself using the armrests. Now put those two facts side by side. You're losing leg strength quietly, and you stand up out of a chair more times in a day than you'd ever choose to exercise. That means the sit-to-stand is already the most repeated strength exercise in your life. You are doing this workout whether you plan it or not. The only question is whether you're doing it in a way that builds something, or in a way that hands the job to your arms and lets your legs keep coasting. And the stakes are not vanity. The CDC says 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and falls are the #1 cause of injury death in your age group. The moment a fall gets started is very often the moment you're changing levels. Getting up, sitting down, standing at the edge of a chair. A controlled stand-up is not a small thing. It's a rehearsal for the moments that matter. Before I give you the 3 fixes, the warning I give with every routine, because it's the whole reason Form School exists. When researchers followed older adults who took up exercise, 14% were injured within the first year, and 70% of those injuries needed medical care. The sports science on this is blunt about the cause. It isn't effort, it's technique, and it clusters in people who were never shown the movement properly. Read that number the right way. The strength work is safe. The guessing is what hurts people, so let's stop guessing. 3 fixes. Feet, lean, drive. Fix 1. Your feet are too far forward. Watch the common version. See it? Feet out in front of the knees. From there, your body physically cannot get its weight over your legs, so it borrows. It borrows from your arms, it borrows from momentum, and your legs quietly do less work every year. Here's the fix. Slide your feet back until your ankles are underneath your knees, or even an inch behind. Feet about hip width, heels flat and glued to the floor. If a heel lifts, the foot is still too far forward. That one change moves your center of gravity over the strongest muscles you own. Nothing else in this video works until the feet are right. Fix 2. You're standing up too straight. This is the one that surprises people. Most folks try to come straight up out of the chair, chest vertical, like a ladder. It doesn't work, so the body rocks backward first to build momentum, then throws itself forward. That rock backward is the single most common fault in this movement, and it's worth understanding why it's a problem. For 1 full second, your weight is traveling away from your feet. That's the opposite of balance. The fix is a hinge. Before you stand, let your chest come forward over your thighs, nose over toes, by pushing your hips back and letting your torso tip from the hip, not the lower back. Your back stays long. Think of closing a car door behind you with your backside, nose over toes, then up. When the lean is right, the stand-up stops feeling like a heave and starts feeling like a rise. Same legs. Better physics. Fix 3. Your knees are caving in. Watch what happens when the legs are working near their limit. The knees drift toward each other. It usually shows up on the last few reps of the day, or on the low couch, or in the car. And most people never see it because they're looking straight ahead, not down. The fix has 2 parts. First, press the floor away through your whole foot, with the pressure toward your heels, not up on your toes. Second, and this is the cue that fixes it for most people, think about spreading the floor apart with your feet, and let your knees travel out over your middle toes as you rise. Knees track over toes, chest keeps rising, and you stand all the way tall at the top, hips fully underneath you. Standing almost all the way up is how people spend the whole day, slightly folded. That's the whole thing. Feet back, nose over toes. Push the floor away, knees out. Now the safety rules, and these are not optional. A sturdy chair, dining chair, kitchen chair, something with 4 legs on the floor. No wheels, no recliners, nothing that slides. If you want more support, stand beside a wall or a countertop and rest your fingertips on it. Fingertips, not a grip. The wall is a spotter, not a crutch, and using one is a starting point, never a failure. Everything today should feel like effort, not like pain. Working muscles feel snug and warm. If something feels sharp, in a knee, a hip, a back, you stop. Sharp is information, and the person who should hear it is your doctor, not your living room chair. And if you've had a joint replaced, a recent fall, or anything in your back that's under a doctor's care, ask them about this movement before you make it a nightly habit. Here's your homework, and it takes about 4 minutes. 3 sets of 8 stand-ups. Between each set, sit and breathe for 30 seconds. Every single rep gets all 3 fixes. Feet, lean, drive. 8 perfect ones will do far more for you than 20 sloppy ones. And this is the rare case where doing less is the advanced version. If 8 is too many, do 5. If standing without hands isn't there yet, start with fingertips on the countertop. Or start from a higher seat. A couple of firm cushions on the chair shortens the distance and lets your form stay clean while your legs catch up. Take a cushion away when you're ready. That's the progression. And it's a good one. One more thing. Once the 3 fixes feel automatic, don't just stand up well. Sit down well. Take 3 full seconds to lower yourself back into the chair. Under control. No flopping. Same rules on the way down. Hinge first. Knees out over your toe. That slow lowering is some of the most valuable strength work available to you. And it costs you nothing but 3 seconds. It's also the exact skill that turns a stumble into a recovery instead of a fall. Give this 2 weeks of nightly practice, and here's what to watch for. The armrests stop being part of the plan. Low chairs stop being something you scan a room for. Getting out of the car stops having a strategy. That's the whole promise, and I'll keep it modest. Stronger, steadier, easier. Not a cure for anything. A capability you keep. And here's the honest problem with everything I just taught you. You can't see your own knees while you're standing up. Nobody can. So get a second set of eyes on it. This is Brody. Text him a video of your sit to stand, right from your messages, and he'll text you back exactly what to fix. The heels lifting, the rock backward, the knee cave. Like having a trainer in your pocket. The first form check is free. Link below. Tonight, before bed, 3 sets of 8. Feet, lean, drive. I'm Brian Chadwick. Keep moving. I'll see you tomorrow.